Hey Brawlers, I'm Mr. Hoodat, and this is episode 13 of my Daily Brawl series. This series is meant to show 2 games a day played on a separate account, so you can see that accounts climb to Mythic. No matter what happens in those 2 games, win or lose, those are the 2 games that you'll see for that day. So far, I've been steadily climbing each day, with the exception of one day, which was episode 5, where I lost rating. Let's try to keep this momentum up and keep climbing to Mythic. Alright, not too many interesting heroes here. So I think Evola is the best of these, but I'm kind of leaning towards picking Cursed King. I just feel like playing Cursed King right now over Evola. I don't really enjoy playing Evola. Alright, so pretty good first turn. So I could grab 2 units and get Cinderella going. So a really nice start. And I think I'd take Tiny. Yeah. Alright, a bit unfortunate I didn't get the win there. And then this board isn't too good, because I kind of have to take damage anyway to cast the spell. So Cursed King got a bit of a buff. It's like a slight buff, where instead of taking 1 damage each turn, you're taking 3 if you don't buy a spell. So even though I don't really need this gold, I might as well take it to get this going, and then I take less damage this way. So I will take this pair, I'll take the sure shot, and then just roll with my last gold. And then I will freeze this. Alright, really strong board here. So I want all those royals. I'm gonna have to sell Tiny then. Yep. Could always skip the treasure. Let's see what I get from the treasure first. So Crown of Atlas gives me an opening into Copycat. Could go Ring of Regen, stay alive, or I could skip. I think I do take the Crown of Atlas in case I do find Copycat pieces early. And then I'm gonna sell for the Royal and then roll. And then I'm not freezing this because I want a 2-3 board next turn. In this meta, it's important to keep your options open early because you really want to go hard into a scaling composition by tier 4. And if you go for only 1 and you don't find those pieces, it's an easy way to get like 6 or 7. Whereas now I have a good path into Royals if I find Arthur, and I have a good path into Copycat if I find the Copycats. So here, my spell is pretty expensive. Could take 2-3 drops and not cast a spell. I kind of like casting the spell. Gives me this treasure, and then I just sell for a 3-drop. It's pretty greedy, but I think I can go for it. Alright, so Hermes Boots gives me a very easy opportunity into Copycat. And I think I sell for the Good Witch. Alright, so I want to fight while greeting. This is perfect. I'm pretty much going to force Copycat now that I have these 2 treasures. These 2 treasures are pretty crucial late game with Copycat, because these turn Copycats and Wombats good, so your good boys can buff them, and then this ensures that my Copycat attacks before it dies. So I could cast this spell. I mean, I think I cast it just to not take damage, and then I want Brave Princess, and then just get rid of the donkey, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, so next turn, probably going to be rolling for either Copycat, Friendly Spirit, or Prince Arthur. Alright, tier 4. I could take Fairy Godmother for now, just to hold me over. I think I will do that, and then I'm gonna roll. Get my spell cast for the turn. Alright, second Godmother's good. Let's get rid of Cinderella. Could get rid of Spellweaver, because I can't afford to play her backline anymore. And I still keep my Royal option open, in case I find like a Prince Arthur pair or something. I need my godmother's backline now. This looks good. So I'm +1 XP in the lobby. I have a really strong comp at the moment, and then I have very good late game potential here. I'm feeling very strong. Alright, just gonna roll past all this, looking for the same units with Fairy Godmother included now. Don't want to go into trees, just gonna roll. Alright, so I got my first copycat. Definitely going to take it. I could cast this spell, pretty cheap. Yeah, I'll take it, and then probably just roll twice for Friendly Spirits. Alright, don't want any of that. Alright, that was a very fast fight. Against that Jack. Definitely want the copycat. I'm just gonna roll. Really need to start buffing Friendly Spirit now. Definitely want to take this. I think Chiron's pretty nice. Ring of Rage is good too. I think I take 14 Rod. I'm gonna be casting lots of 2-cost spells on Friendly Spirit when I get it. I think for now I can double cast Luna's Grace. I don't care about Brave Princess because I'm gonna keep these 3 treasures for a long time. Pretty much know the 3-cost treasures I will place on the usual. Just put it on a ranged unit. And then roll. Alright, so I got my Friendly Spirit for next turn. Just play all the good units. I want this backline now. I want my copycats buffed since they have high health. Alright, let's take Friendly Spirit and then look for a double casted spell to buff it. Take a second Friendly Spirit. I'm gonna roll past the Poison Apple, I think. Maybe that's a bit greedy. Let's just cast it. Decent spell for the fight. It's good because I'm low attack. Let's put Friendly Spirits in and figure out how I'm gonna position this. Could get rid of the Good Witch, make it a bit less awkward. I think I do want the Friendly Spirits behind the copycats. Go like that. Really don't like having the archer third. Yeah, let's just keep it like this. It's a bit awkward. Alright, against the ghost now. Sorry if you hear the garbage truck noises in the background, by the way. So I just want Copycat, Friendly Spirit, and then more buffs. Also Wombat, because I have Crown of Atlas. I will take Copycat, and I'm going to skip. I want Forking and all of the 2-cost treasures as well. These 2-cost treasures are basically better than tier 6 treasures for this comp. Alright, so I want Friendly Spirit, and then I also want to cast Merlin's Test. Is there any reason to cast Merlin's Test first? I don't think so. Skip. So this. It's really nice because this fight's a free win, so Merlin's Test will be permanent. Alright, things are looking good. I'm gonna take another Friendly Spirit, and then roll. Now I'm just looking for a good 2-cost buff. Could double cast this, it's not bad. Yeah, I'll go for it. Alright, another Friendly Spirit. Even though I have this one going and I have a copycat, you want multiple instances of these copycats and copycat targets so that you can play around spells. So I don't need Good Witch anymore. Let's play it like this, I guess. And playing this many copycats is especially good with Crown of Atlas, because they're not actually bad units once you get Good Boy. Alright, nice win. Now that I'm tier 6, and basically just looking for Good Boy at tier 6, nothing else. So I don't need Robin Wood. Robin Wood's normally a decent unit in Copycat if you're not finding all these pieces, but I only have one unit to get rid of right now, and I really want Good Boy. So Robin Wood's value goes slightly down. Could cast Evil Twin. It's gonna remain good because of the Crown of Atlas. I think I go for it. Just guarantee I get this copycat triple now. So Echo Wood's very strong. I kinda just want Good Boy before I get the Echo Wood though. Could play down a unit. Don't really need to though. Alright, that fight was a little scary. You got a lot of good steals there against Horde Dragon, who I haven't seen in a while. Continue to look for Good Boys. Could change heroes. Don't really need to. Kinda just would rather cast a double casted spell. Alright, so I got Good Boy and Friendly Spirit. So I'm gonna take Friendly Spirit first so I can skip the treasure and get gold from it. And I'll take Good Boy and then double cast Candy Rain. Alright, looking good now. Alright, that fight was pretty close. It's kind of like the perfect copycat game. Had the best 2 treasures for it pretty early on. I was on a hero that could afford to take XP, so I got to tier 4 early. I was like the first one collecting the copycats. Took a while to get Good Boy, but we found it in time. You don't always need to find it right away. So I could take Friendly Spirit, I think I will. You kind of just want all your units to be Friendly Spirits, Wombats, Good Boys, Copycats. Basically, you don't need ranged units with this comp. I'm gonna cast Drink Me Potion, try to get a nice forked spell. So I guess Gigantify is not bad. And then I could freeze the Knighthood. I think that's what I'll do. Alright. I think this is probably better than Fairy Godmother. Alright, against Piper, it might be Copycat as well, but I think I'm going to be better. We have pretty much the dream setup, we just need an upgraded Echo Wood here now. We have the 2 dream treasures with the comp, and then just need this unit replaced, and then I'm solid. Like once you're like ultra strong in this like ultra endgame comp, you always want to think like how do you get better? And like the dream scenario here is to replace this with Good Boy, so that I'm playing like this with Good Boy here and then Echowood here. And then after that, there's not much you can do to get better other than casting spells to buff. Like the dream scenario is 2 copycats, Good Boy, Friendly Spirits, and then Echo. But you don't always need to get to that spot to make copycat good. Like obviously this is incredibly strong. There's not much that can beat it other than like triple casted Pigomorph. Alright, 1 down, 1 to go. Don't want a 3rd copycat. Alright, got the Good Boy. Double casted Shrivel is really good too. I guess since I have time to talk about it, when your copycat is in front of 2 units, it always triggers left to right. But with summoning, it's kind of interesting because if you have 2 summoning units here, left to right, and you have an empty slot, it triggers left, right, but then when it's like looking to fill in that slot, it goes right first. It's kind of similar to Magic, where like triggers go in and out. Like they go in 1-2 and then they go out 2-1, if that makes any sense. So if you're ever wondering like where to position your best unit to make use of this double copycat trigger, you want your better unit on the left and then your worst unit on the right. So the left unit buffs this, and then after this gets buffed, it buffs everything else. Alright, so that was pretty much the perfect copycat game. That guy's a bit angry. I would be too. Yeah, I got a really good start with 2 forbidden fruits, so I was able to get extra units and win fights that way. And then my first 2 treasures were just copycat treasures, so I was just like, okay, let's just get solid with fairy godmothers to help me win and tie fights, and then just collect copycat pieces and just dominate the end game. Not much can beat this other than like double casted spells. There are ways to counter copycat. Like you can go Lightning Dragon. Lightning Dragon bypasses the Hermes Boots effect, so you can if you get your Lightning Dragon high enough, you can kill a Good Boy in the back line. And you can also do Robin Wood. In this case, Robin Wood doesn't counter me, but sometimes the Good Boy in the back will be the highest attack. So then an upgraded Robin Wood can turn it to 0 attack. And that's another way to counter. And then other than that, spells. So Pigomorph is good, obviously. If it targets Copycat or Good Boy, it's a good hit. And then Shrivel is also really nice. Sometimes their Good Boy will be too strong for Shrivel, but then Shrivel can also hit the Copycat to make it 0 attack. And if it's 0 attack, you're not getting the Good Boy triggers. So it's not like this is like completely dominant and there's no way to counter it, it's just hard to. And even when you get those counters, like you need it to hit these specific units, and you need multiple of them. Because like if he had 1 Pigomorph and it hits this Good Boy, for instance, like yeah, it hurts me, but if this gets to attack, like I'm still not that bad off. Like I'm still getting decent stats off. So yeah, that was pretty much the perfect copycat game. Let's get into game 2. Alright. So don't really like these 3 heroes. Just gonna take Pants. I really like Pants in this meta. He's very fun to play. Very solid pick with the Mix-a-Wizzle change now. It's a lot easier to get second and first with him. I'm against Pup. So Brave Princess is a pretty good start with Pants. Fanny's decent too, so I'm just gonna take Fanny, and then I will freeze the Princess. Alright. So the typical strategy with Pants right now is just try to get tier 3 treasures, get Hat Ball, get Fork from Blind Mouses, and try to go off that way. And the best way to do that is with trying to get Economy early on, which I wasn't able to get. I think freezing this was better than looking for Economy. So Lucky, Prize Pig, and Ogre Princess are your 3 economy units that you want early on with Pants. So you can start collecting tier 3 units to try to get those treasures. And then another good way to get treasures efficiently is dwarves. Because Princess White, since she scales off of you buying dwarves, you could just buy out all the tier 3 dwarves, try to get those treasures. It's not like you're wasting money doing that because you're buffing a unit while hunting for those treasures. So I got my first sleigh, that's pretty good. Let's take this dwarf, and then I will cast Candy Rain, because I'm probably not going to cast the spell after my roll. And then let's roll. Those units aren't very good. It's gonna keep the shop going. I want to find Princess White, Tweedlepear, and some economy units. So Pig, Lucky, and Ogre Princess. Alright, broke his egg. Not that big of a deal though, he's gonna be incredibly strong. Okay, so I got 2 economy units. Problem is I can't really buy them both. I can buy them both if I get Shrink Spell. I kinda don't want to risk the roll though. I could Lucky and then Genie and freeze. Could just ignore this, just go Lucky, roll. I'll try casting it first for Shrink Spell, like the upside is incredible. I get two units out of it. Alright, I'll just roll the Ogre Princess. Don't really want to go for Cinderella yet, just gonna keep looking for Princess White. Alright, pretty unfortunate fight. Taking a lot of damage early, which kind of sucks with Pants. I got my Pig. I'm against Pup, who had a support unit turn 1. Yeah, I really like this Pig. I don't know if it's going to go off this turn, but eventually when I get stronger, it's going to start going off. I really want this Brave Princess proc, so I think I'll just position like this. Yeah, this looks good. Alright, another big hit. Didn't get my sleigh as well. This isn't looking good. I go for Stag. Don't think I want to. Just need to start pairing. Don't really want the dragon. Not that bad of a pair. Could go for Queen since I'm not finding these dwarves. Have to get rid of Pig then, because I'd have to play Assassin, Assassin, Queen. I don't think that's good. I kind of want to cast this spell just to help me stop losing all these fights. Sell the dragon, buff up Assassin. And I think I benched the Pig. It's good stats, but I could just frontline it. Yeah, I'll just frontline it. I don't really care about giving my opponent gold. Just want to stop taking damage. Man, this game's going so poorly. All these people are so strong so early on. Alright, got my first triple against Potion Master, who hasn't lost a fight in 4 turns. I think I go Sting just to help this sleigh. Even though Sarcophagus is better for fights, don't really want to force myself into evil. Crafty's not that bad of a unit. I just really want to find this white as soon as possible. It's a pair. I do have Sting. I'll grab it. I don't want to freeze Blind Mouse yet. We'll freeze it later though. It kind of hurts that I have to play it here because my ranged unit isn't going to attack right away. But I want this to go into the Sting slot. Okay. Pretty sure that was a win if I didn't hit that one of 3. Just go Power Orb. Take this triple. Alright, got hat. Don't really like these units. It's a pair. Not a very good one. Against the player that hasn't lost a single fight. Against all these other players who have been extremely strong, so he is extremely, extremely strong. Just roll past it, try to get a good fighting unit, I guess. Pair, and that's white. Alright, this looks fine. I'm putting Peep second instead of 5th because I just want this to attack as many times as I can. Like, I lose out on some tokens, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, got the perfect scenario. Alright, 50-50. Nice. Don't have to throw my monitor out and buy a new one. Perfect. Mummy pair. I'm against an actual ghost. Left turn 1. I think I do go for the mummy pair. Paired up twice now. Alright. I want to keep Brave Princess as a kiss target. Let's go with a pig. No ball. Let's go Helm. This positioning doesn't really matter. I'm playing like this because he only has 1 unit, so I just want this to slay and buff my assassin. Alright, took a quick bathroom break. Try to get these dwarf triples. I think I will go for mouse now that I have room for it. With doubly. Mix the Wizzle on the princess. That's not bad. So Spellweaver is nice. I don't know my cells for the second one. I guess I just don't. Perfect. All right. Winning is pretty solid. Model had Dragon's Nest. Don't really have a sell. I guess I sell Lucky. Don't want mages yet. Don't want that pair. Alright. Give me the ball. No ball. Don't think I want treasure map. I really don't want to lose these treasures. I'm gonna skip instead of making the pool smaller. Don't want the pair. I'm paired up once and then I want to pair up with dwarves. Grab this. Mix the Wizzle again. It's not that bad. Don't want to sell for it. Is it 10-15? 20-30? Positioning is very weird because of the Sting Helm slot. I think giving it to doubly is correct, and then Peep or 5th is still good. Even if I do get the ball, I'm never gonna find these mages because he has them all. It looks like I'm just dead anyway. Man, very tragic game. It's not often that you're outscaled with pants so early on. I don't think I made like too many anti-tempo decisions. Like, taking Pig isn't anti-tempo because it's strong statted at that point of the game. Just wasn't able to find white early. You really want your white going very early on. I wasn't like hard rolling at all. I was taking units each turn. Just didn't pan out for me, I guess. I'm trying to think of like major decision points that I shouldn't have made. I can't really think of any. Like, I think my treasure choices were solid. I think my positioning was somewhat solid. Like, you can argue Tweedle should be here instead of double A. Maybe Mummy. Like, there's so many different ways to utilize this Sting Helm slot. I don't know, I guess the game just didn't pan out. I'll have to look back to see if there's any like major mistakes made. But overall for the day, I'm still up, I believe. Got first with Cursed King with a very lucky copycat game. And then this 7th place game, it wasn't really unlucky, it's just my opponents felt strong from the get-go. Like, they were all just constantly dealing damage to me. Yeah, from fights, from turn 3 to turn 8, I lost every single fight. And I don't think it was from like decision making that's like looking too far ahead rather than like trying to focus on the fights. I think it's just my opponents just being stronger, and sometimes you can't really help that. But yeah, decent session today. See you guys next time or tomorrow for next episode. And another quick reminder, there's a tournament coming up this week. I'll be playing on Friday. I'll try to get the Daily Brawl video up that day. It might be a little late. And then I'm also going to post all the tournament games into one like video similar to the Mythic gameplay video. So all of them will be condensed into one video, fast paced. Not going to do commentary because I want to be focusing on the game. So yeah, look out for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.